You're gonna face extreme peril. Private probably won't survive.
Call me up on the phone, but it's getting late, and I kinda just wanna go home. You
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Cross your fingers, hope it works.
That good today?
Well, I see your bench and a dirty old rag. I see the craft table and a nasty red cup. I see 2 printers. I see you, but I'm hiding.
You're right.
I'm on the other camera.
That doesn't seem very fair.
Guess I'll switch over here and grab a copy of the desk camera. It gets smaller. Now put it where it belongs. Okay, so what you up to?
I'm painting my tank.
You paint your tank still?
Well, to be fair, it's kind of down and out for a few days.
Well, how are you down now?
I had a little bit of a fall to be a.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You fall down the boom.
Yeah, I fell down my foot. So I'm on a commission for a couple of days. It's hurt people. And that's what I know. They're doing shit and big things. The problem was getting into No, honey, how'd you do it that way? So I pretty much just stayed in my studio.
Yeah. Well, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I got both 3D printers going.
Artsy.
I decided to take apart the hot end and all that, clean it out, rotary and all that, and there was nothing wrong with it. And for some reason, I looked at the extruder, and when I was messing with things, I kind of pulled a piece off. I went to go put it on, but when I pulled off the leather, the extruder leather, I found out it was cracked. So I printed out a new one, put it all together, and so far, so good.
Take that with you. Oh, we had quite the adventure lately.
Oh yeah? What adventure was that?
Not in a good way, but with a happy ending. That we were hoping so.
Oh, we're talking about the GlowForge?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you saw my post on Facebook. I wanted to start a project on the GlowForge, and it just didn't do what?
Yep.
So, screwing around with that for a few hours, I got hopping mad, sent support a scathing email. A few hours later, a few questions here and there, and they said that even though my machine is technically out of warranty, they're going to replace it without any cost. They even said that they're even going to replace it with a new one rather than a refurbished one. So I just got the shipping, the tracking number, should be here by Saturday.
Unfortunately, we've had to put a couple of projects on hold
come Saturday, Sunday, probably Sunday or Monday, we'll be back up and running with the GlowForge. And we'll go from there. We'll probably do Rumpel's Cribbage Board, since it's no longer a secret. The other super secret project we can't do anything with yet. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing with that.
Well, that's a Christmas present now, so.
Is it going to be a Christmas present? What we'll try to do?
No, I'm not trying, because I'm not going to rush it.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I want this to be a very high quality item.
Me.
You know, and I'm not willing to rush it. And to have something screw up and, you know, give this person something that's half-assed.
Yeah.
So, I'm working on a project as well for the same person, so we're just kind of switching them around.
Yeah. We'll sort it out.
Yep.
So, what other new news we got?
I know that I said the last time we were on here that I started playing with some resin. And I do have a few pieces that I can show you guys, not the same ones. Different ones.
Well, this is one of them. Let me switch to fix this.
Yeah, they never got to see that one.
So we got this one here. It's a nice little crystal infused pendant. And then she's got some others sitting over there on the bed, on the craft table.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry. This chair really doesn't like me.
Yeah, we gotta get that. Yeah. Also, what other new news we got? Well, if you notice from the last stream, we had a Cricut donation bar out there. We kind of took that down because we actually pulled the trigger and got the Cricut machine. It was on sale, and we couldn't pass it up. So we got the Cricut machine, and if you see our Discord and our Artsy and our webpage, you'll see that we've got quite a few little new items up. Yes, I forgot my commands again.
What's your
Yeah, I really do need to write them down.
Yes, you really do.
So we got my Etsy, Essences Etsy. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work. I changed my address. Okay, give me 1 second here. Yeah, I'm over this. We had a lot going on the past, past few days, really. Okay, there's my proper Etsy. I think Nikki's Etsy works. Yes, Nikki's Etsy works. Yeah, my old address is no good. But the Etsy address works. And of course we've got our Discord, our cameras, let's see here, and if you want to contact us, there's our contact page. And we also have our galleries.
add anything to mine yet.
This is still kind of empty.
Haven't gotten that far yet.
And then EOM's Discord. Yes, I'm throwing you all lots of links. Let's see here.
Well, to be fair, some people don't use Discord, but they use Facebook. Some people don't use Facebook, but they use Discord.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to have a little something for everybody.
So I think that's pretty much all the bits and parts. I think.
Yeah.
I hope. Okay, anyhow, sorry about that, I was answering a message. I really don't know what else is up. Oh, okay, we were talking about the crickets. Just some volumes here a little bit. Let us know if the music is a little too overpowering.
Sorry, I keep going up camera. I apologize.
What else is new?
It's a very bad habit.
Well, yeah, we got the Cricut machines. And if you look in our gallery, go ahead and grab that link right quick. Oops, wrong gallery. Still. And I'll post this link right quick. And that is our vinyl gallery. Second one, I switch over Chrome. This is one of the very first ones that we did. We go to the large one.
Oh, disproportionate there.
Yeah, it is a little bit. But that is on our front door, and that is one of the very first ones that we did. And then this one I did for the back of my truck. Big one on that one too. So that's my hand call sign on the back of my truck.
Dang, I should have took a picture of the one on my window. Why it's still daylight.
Bear with me a little bit. You know, I don't like the way.
Well, honey, fix it later.
Well, I'm trying to show them the big screen. Well, unfortunately, I don't like the way OBS handles Chrome. Or Chrome handles OBS. One of the ways, but I'm always having to switch around.
There's a kitty down.
It's your favorite. But you can go to our gallery link and see our vinyl that we created. We got a few more that we created. We'll probably post here in a little while.
I would say tomorrow so I can take pictures while it's daylight.
Yeah. I know Nikki's got one that she's proud of on her front window.
Oh, yeah. Very proud of that one. Okay. Am I able to interrupt?
Yeah.
Okay. So the resin pieces that I did, because again, I was experimenting. And if you remember, the last time I did resin pieces, I did very simple pieces, kind of like this here. Okay, just very simple crystal infused pendants.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are actually going to be earrings, and I know you can't see all the crystals that are in there, but they're all amethyst. They kind of blend in with the tape and everything. So there's that one. Those are going to be aesthetic earrings. And to match that, I can't take these out of the molds yet, not until tomorrow.
They're going to cure.
Yeah, so I mean, they're hard enough to touch, but not quite hard enough to take out of the mold. So this one is actually going to be a dagger pendant. And if you know what a dagger pendant is, awesome. If not, it's basically just a crystal. It's just a particular type of shape that they call the dagger. And again, it is amethyst infused. And then that's going to be my a necklace. And then I got this one here, which is still in the mold. You can see the moon. And again, amethyst infused. This one is actually going to be a bracelet. And then, hopefully, let me see the users. Okay, my mom's not watching. This is going to be for my mom. My mom absolutely adores butterflies. Now, I'm not quite sure how good this camera does. And unfortunately, you can't see the detail that's actually on the butterfly. But if you look at like the leaves and even the little Paris thing, and the rose, you can kind of see that there are etchings in there. The butterfly has the same. Okay, we just really won't be able to see it until I pop it out. And that won't be until tomorrow. And last but not least, this went to the lot of resin. This is actually a fake geode.
Fake geode?
Yeah, it's a fake geode. And you can't really tell because you're looking at the bottom. And unfortunately, I mean, you can kind of see the top a little bit, how it has that opening, so it actually looks a little bit like a geode. And then once I take it apart, it should be even better. But again, I can't take it out. I would say probably until late tomorrow, because this is the biggest one I've done. That one took a whole batch of resin by itself. Once I go back to streaming for Essence, which hopefully will be relatively soon. I'm still trying to get things sorted and worked out in the studio as far as the computer and cameras and everything. We're also waiting on a couple of cameras because I need 2 more cameras in there still. And I will be doing things like sewing lessons, but the sewing lessons are going to be part of our Patreon. At least some of them are. I will be doing a couple of, beginner classes, setting up a sewing machine, threading a bobbin, things like that. Because while I noticed that there are a lot of videos out there that kind of explain it, they go so fast. And following along can be a little tricky. So I'm actually going to be doing it as I'm kind of explaining everything. There will also be lessons for crocheting. And if I'm actually in the middle of a sewing project or anything like that, I will, kind of show you guys what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And then of course there's the resin projects, which brings me to the point I was going to be making. Once Essence is live, we will have a thing so you can see our Amazon wish list, because we have an Amazon wish list that's specifically dedicated to our resin products. A lot of molds, and not the actual resin, because I'm very picky about that. But there's a lot of molds and charm pendants, and there's just quite a bit on there. And it's all rated, from highest to lowest, and I do make sure that the quantities are correct, and the priorities on them are correct and everything. So if somebody did want to get something, they know, okay, I need this like soon, and I need one of them, or I need 5 of them, things like that. That will also be listed on the Essence website once I manage to figure out how to get it to update properly. I'm having a little bit of issues with GitHub.
Yeah, we will figure that out.
Yeah. Because my website is backed up on GitHub. And so when I update it to GitHub, and then GitHub updates it to my software that controls my website. And unfortunately, there's a breakdown somewhere, and it's not reading at the website. GitHub is getting the information, but GitHub isn't quite sending the right information to the software that controls the website. So that one's still kind of in the works. That's why I'm having some issues with it. Sonia and I do all this ourselves. We don't hire people out. We don't have a web design company or anything like that. Everything that we've done, the websites, what else, honey? Our support system, everything. We've done it all ourselves. Thankfully we are, a little bit, well, Sonia a lot more than me, but we are technology minded. Of course, me, I'm the type of person, I can take the technology and throw it out the window and be done with it. But, yes, I'm one of those people. I could live in a cabin with no AC and no heat and a fireplace and, basically a little farm and garden, and I'd be happy.
Yeah, I touched my first computer back in 1982 or 83 or something like that. And I got my own computer in 84. And it's been a wild ride since. All through the 90s, I did IT professionally, Y2K and all that, for the internet and all that fun stuff. And I said, screw this, I'm done. I went into firefighting.
Yeah, it was less stressful.
Less stressful, more fun, and safer. Yeah. You can believe it. But, I've been touching computers for, 40 years. And, I do it as a hobby now. You can see in our background, I got all my flight stuff. And
well, you could take the camera off of just me, so they're not just sitting here staring.
Why?
Well, you're talking, so let them see you talk.
Well, yeah, I run servers and stuff, and it's fun. Mostly, sometimes.
There's the key word there, sometimes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many times I've heard cursing and screaming coming from in here because something's not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
What do you expect?
And then I hear it for the rest of the day how programmers are becoming idiots.
Yeah. They're becoming lazy. All the good old programmers are retiring and dying off, and the new millennials, it's all phone. Quick, instant gratification apps, Computers to get more powerful, more memory, and they're just sucking up more resources rather than, the good old days.
And y'all have to excuse me for just a moment.
You gotta run?
Oh, I got run when I just got gold.
You gotta go. Well, I guess I could switch over to the graph channel. Lower mouse. Yeah, gotta adjust my camera a little. Bear with me. No, just kind of getting close up. We have my camera here. It is kind of sideways. There we go. They're kind of extremely close apart. And let me turn my radio down and get all that squelching. Sorry about that. Well, I did print out some stuff here. I got my things to catch up. How about we bring it down? So we got this little guy here, a rhino. I tried printing him out. Got all the associated pieces all over here, but yeah, I couldn't figure out how to assemble them. There really were no instructions on assembling the whole robot. So, if you see on the Ender 2, well, I did try to print them, but something went wrong. And we have this nasty mess. So. But I'm printing something different. I don't know what I'll do with all these pieces here. On the Ender Max, we have the rest of Nikki's Goliath printing, which are these parts here. And I am missing a light. Yes, I got to print a little light. Another rear light. Okay, so yeah, a little discombobulated.
What you doing over there?
Just kind of showing some things off.
That it is. That is a moonstone.
Moonstone.
Yes, it is. Hi. It stayed for a reason.
Yeah, right there. But yeah, Yeah, I really don't have anything to paint because I'm printing free.
We plan on this being a very long stream. Basically, we wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what's going on, what we're doing. Yeah, of course, we'll sneak peeks.
And say hi and all that stuff. Nikki's still painting her Sherman with Calliope.
Yeah, it's taking a while because, layers.
Layer after layer after layer.
Uh-huh.
I unfortunately finished some of my stuff. I gotta freak out new stuff to paint.
Got a bunch of stuff that I'm like in the middle of.
Yeah, she got all the Pokemon, and now that I got the little ender running, I can start printing out some more Pokemon for her.
Well, I would actually prefer her to start printing out my Stargate stuff. But...
Oh, you want Stargate stuff? Okay. I've been busy setting up the radio in my truck and everything. The radio I had in there originally did a firmware update, and it started sending out signals that weren't.
That it wasn't supposed to. Just put it that way.
And it was annoying everybody. So I switched some radios around and got my big icon in the truck now. That works out better because it's got frequencies from here to Houston and from here to Georgia to Atlanta. So whereas the other one had only 16 channels and locally.
Right.
Works a little better, and it's got D-Star and D-Bar and all that stuff.
So when we take a trip in January,
Yeah,
there will be a point where we'll be gone for at least a week in January.
Mm-hmm.
Probably right towards the
end.
yeah, right around the 25th.
25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere like that. Yeah. We gotta go to Georgia. We're gonna go visiting, and I gotta register my truck. Yeah, I know. I registered in Georgia because it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
You want way too much money in this state to register your vehicle.
They want like $5,000 or $3,000 for me to register my truck. I said, screw that noise. I'll go to Georgia and register for $18. But
$18, that is not $1,800. $18.
And that's just the inspection, the emissions inspection.
Mm-hmm. The registration costs
The registration
$2.
costs you nothing.
No, it costs you $2.
Does it?
Yeah, because you got to pay the sticker fee.
Well,
But everything else, nothing else costs anything. So.
Yeah, a lot of people here in Oklahoma City, or just Oklahoma in general, register vehicles in Texas and Kansas and
Colorado.
places where it's cheap.
Yep. All right. So, I'm trying to think of what I can show you guys. Oh, well, I know I posted pictures up in my Discord, but give me 1 second, guys.
I'm trying to take some support out of this piece.
There it is. Okay, when I talk about crocheting, I really mean crocheting. This is the blanket that both my mom and I contributed to, and this was for Sonia. And it's probably, what would you say, about 3 feet wide?
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty much between 3 and 4 feet wide. And, I don't know. You got a second? Then stop. Said she's making a mess out of it, but she won't stop.
Why? What?
Stand up.
Stand up? Well, they kind of can't see anything.
No, I know that. Okay, Miss Sonia is 6 feet tall. So this is just shy of 6 feet. All the way down here. There we go. So yeah, this is just one example of my crocheting.
That was done in 2012, 13.
Somewhere around there, yeah. I've been crocheting for a while. I am working on one now. No, I can't show it, unfortunately, until probably the end of the month or so.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it's probably just going to be pictures, because it'll be gone by then.
Yeah.
But we can definitely show you some pictures of the one that I'm currently working on after it's finished. Right now I'm sitting in my living room watching Hercules while crocheting.
Hercules.
And yes, I'm talking about the Hercules with Kevin Sorbo. Or else it's just not right. Yeah, I've tried other movies and shows that, Hercules. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love The Rock. I do. And I love most of his movies. Until he came out with Hercules. And that was, no, just wrong. No. But tell me how I grew up. I grew up with Hercules and Xena and, you know what I mean? And Clash of the Titans.
The original.
Yes, the original. Jason and the Argonauts. These are all, things that I grew up around.
Daddy's movies.
Yes, my daddy's movies. But they're not just my daddy's movies anymore. They're mine too. Now, don't get me wrong. I did get a lot of influence from my mom too. Dirty Dancing. And that's to name one. You want another one? Beaches. Mermaids. Yes. What is it?
Moonstruck, yeah.
Yeah, with Cher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moonstruck.
Anyway, the point is, and Mask. Not Mask with
And
Jim Carrey.
Roadhouse.
Mask.
And Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with Roadhouse. So, I mean, as you can see, I've had a very wide selection of things that I grew up with, which is why a lot of my taste is very eclectic. Including my music. Even my music, I go everywhere from, country all the way down to, jazz and blues and, let's see, some hard rock, classic rock, alternative rock, pop. The only thing I don't do is rap. Sorry. Not my thing. Now R&B, that I can get into. Because, yes, I was one of those girls. Give me some Boys to Men and I'm happy. Well, that's R&B.
NKOB.
Sure. Okay, if you don't know what NKOB is, it's New Kids on the Block. And yes, I know they tried to make a comeback. No, I didn't listen to any other new music. But when they first came out, to be fair, I was 11 years old. I was preteen. Okay, so they came out at the time in my life where it was, oh my God. And so, yes, they were my first concert with my cousin. Unfortunately, we had to leave early, but fortunately, we got to walk literally right by the stage. It was a thrill for an 11-year-old.
Babe.
Well, I had a really big crush on Joey McIntyre. Well, of course I did. He was the youngest one in the group, and he still had that baby face. I was 11. Granted, it didn't come out until later on in life that, I actually prefer women, but... But it also explained why I was very into, what's the proper word phrase here? Pretty boys?
Too much info.
This is what happens when you watch us when we've got nothing to do.
We've been so busy doing other stuff.
Oh.
And let the normal things kind of go by the wayside.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I can't touch this for another hour or so.
None of the parts?
Because they all got a coat, so.
Well, you've got the parts for your Goliath here.
No thanks.
No thanks, what?
I don't want to do anything with that.
And the body's printing out over there.
And that's a big body.
You know, I still got to print the back leg because I'm missing a leg.
Oh, I know y'all can see it.
But
Yeah, I can't really move cameras around, so you can't. This whole area here that I sit at has been completely redesigned and set up, so it kind of resembles Sonia's craft table.
yeah, we kind of made a secondary crafting station. Let me see if I can. There we go.
So yeah, there's all kinds of, my brushes and all that kind of good stuff. Yes, my mortar and pestle is in here. And that's, because we were making moon dust.
Moon dust.
Yeah, moon dust.
Moon dust and rust and dirt and other stuff for our models. So.
Yeah, we've been, kind of a little busy, working on
I think I did the rust and the moon dust and all that stuff on our last stream because
Yes,
Mackenzie
you did.
was on there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because you named one of them.
Yeah, she named the brown sugar.
Yeah.
Which is kind of our dirt looking one.
Sand.
Sand.
It's more of a sand. Brown sand.
Dark sand.
It's more of a brown sand. But, so we're, oh, and I did get little things, new little things.
And it's something.
So the lovely Miss Sonia got me my very own wet palette.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything else was for my resin. And I do have really good detail brushes. I just haven't put them out yet because I do have another set of detail brushes. That are a little bit more comfortable to use, I should say.
The new ones?
Well, they're both brand new.
Mm-hmm.
These have never been used, but they've got the rubber grip on there, which make it a little more comfortable for me to use. Because unfortunately, I am getting old, and I do have the little arthritis nodes on the side of my knuckles. So there are times where, just holding a paintbrush, a pencil, things like that, get a little uncomfortable on the side of my knuckle because of how I hold it.
At least you don't shake like a leaf.
True. True.
I don't know if I could finish it.
We got a ton of bumpers. And these bumpers are for our cutting board, which I will be able to start making again once we get the number
Cutting
order.
boards, or coasters, and a bunch of other stuff.
Yep. So we found a place where we could get, a nice big quantity of the size that we need. Because unfortunately, going to Home Depot all the time and paying, $2-3 for one little package of 16 of them was getting a little expensive.
Yeah.
So we found a place where, for $10 we get 120.
On Amazon.
Yeah. So it worked out a lot better. Keeps my cost low, but still gives y'all the high quality, nice rubber bumpers with the adhesive and everything that I've been using. I think what else here. Oh, and if you see us scrunching our nose or anything, yeah, it's probably because there's an oddball smell in here from
The bug zapper?
the bug zapper.
Die, little bastards, die.
We had an incident
Yeah,
outside.
we had a little barbecue, and Nikki was making some deviled eggs. She put 2 dozen eggs into the pot to boil,
And then I forgot about it.
and she went into the studio and started crocheting, and I forgot about it. Walked in there, and they're all popping and burning and all that stuff. So she threw them in the garbage.
Mhm.
Well, a few days later, they kind of rotted, and we had, nasty little buggies, which turned into thousands of flies.
And she literally does mean
Thousands. And in my workshop, since I'm in the garage right next to the garbage cans.
Our side yard, okay? And if you're looking at our garage, okay, from where I'm standing, I know you're looking at my back, I'm sorry. From where we're standing, this side here, okay, is our outside wall. And our trash bins are lined right up outside this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And our garage door doesn't fully seal properly. There's some space in there.
Yeah, it's a garage door.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
anyhow, those little buggies became thousands of flies, and hundreds of them came into the workshop. I got dead bodies all over the place.
So much
Well,
anymore.
you look back there, there's a bunch back there, so we still gotta do some keeping up. But anyhow, she was going on a killing spree, killing fly after fly after fly for days.
My mom came over this past Monday, was it?
Sunday or Monday.
Anyway, well, she came over Sunday too, but I believe it was Monday that she came over. And she got out of her car, and she was parked on that side of the driveway. So she got out of her car, stepped into the grass, and literally thousands of them went up on her. They were living in the grass. So I tried, and I loathe doing this, unfortunately. But I tried bleach, because that does kill them. No.
Mm,
They apparently are very smart flies, because they avoided it like the plague. So then, okay, lavender is supposed to repel them, so we kept changing the Scentsy pots because I have a lavender chamomile. So we kept up with those. We kept them running the entire time. And yes, I would come in here every 15, 20 minutes and kill at least 30 of the bastards.
Yeah, I finally got fed up and got myself a bug zapper. Put that up, and it's getting the last few remaining little buggers that are flying around.
Before she got the bug zapper, I found out lemongrass also deters flies. Now, unfortunately, the lavender really wasn't doing much. And the bleach outside wasn't doing much. So, I remember after I saw the information that they're, repelled from lemongrass, I had a big bottle of lemongrass essential oil. And it's not something I can use really in any of my projects because it's not a true blue essential oil. This is a cheapy bottle that I got from Hobby Lobby, I think. I mean, it was like $10 for the bottle. It's a big bottle, so you knew that it wasn't any type of quality. But the smell was there, and the oil. So I did what it suggested, and I put about a tablespoon into a small, very small spray bottle, and then filled the rest with water and shook it really good. Sprayed it all the way around the garage door and into the grass over there. And guess what? It went down by about half, just overnight. So apparently lemongrass works.
Yeah.
There were just so many that there was no getting rid of all of them. I mean, they're all pretty much, they're almost all gone now.
I get
thankfully.
one or two now and then.
Right.
What the bug zapper doesn't get.
Yeah. But it was horrendous because, like I said, I would come in here every 15, 20 minutes and kill, between 30 and 50 of them at a time. And so it became to the point where this workshop was almost unusable.
Yeah, I couldn't sit in here because I just had flies buzzing my. So I didn't do anything all week. That's kind of why I don't have anything really printed, anything to work on tonight because I just couldn't do anything in here up until a day or two ago.
Yeah.
So.
And then this morning, I took, because I do simmer pots. I don't know if anybody knows what a simmer pot is. Basically, it's I put in certain herbs and ingredients to represent certain things. And then I write my intentions on some bay leaves and put them in there, that kind of stuff. And then it just simmers all day long. And let me tell you, my house smells incredible when I do that. Because I also use cinnamon sticks in there, and we all know how strong cinnamon can be. So my entire house smelled like cinnamon. It was amazing. But one of the big things that I put in there was peppermint and spearmint. Flies don't like any kind of mint. None. So I took that pot and I dumped it over there. The trash cans and the garage door. And I have done that previously in the backyard on each side of my patio, and it helped dramatically during the summer. I would do it once a week, and it helped so much because unfortunately fortunately, but unfortunately, we had Angel at the time. And if you don't know who Angel is, he was my very, very big German Shepherd. He was 150-pound German Shepherd. And so, unfortunately, the presents that he left in the backyard attracted flies. So I would dump out the simmer pots back out there, and it would help to keep them from coming into the house all the time. The reason I like doing that is because it's a good natural remedy. Everything that I put in that simmer pot is easily absorbed right back into the ground.
Mm.
What you doing over there?
Just messing around. Just touch so many things. Like I said, the shop's been kind of unused.
But yeah, okay, so we can stop talking about flies now. Yeah. I don't think anybody really needs to hear all that.
Mm.
But, what? I mean, I don't really have anything else left to do because I've got to wait for all this stuff to dry.
So I really don't have anything either because, I couldn't do anything in the shop. So I have nothing really printed out. We just wanted to just log on, say hi, and let y'all know what's up. And like I said, we got the crickets. So we will probably do a stream with those. Yep, she's running off to get something. No, we got the crickets. We couldn't pass up the deal. And we got an Explorer 2 and a Joy for big projects and little projects. And like I said, you can go to our gallery and see some of the things we printed out.
Pokey tool.
You need a weeder?
Yeah. Okay.
This one too? Here.
No, I don't need that. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys right now, it's just going to look like a very blank piece of pink paper. Okay. Now this is vinyl, and it came out of the Cricut Joy.
Mm-hmm.
There is a design on it. Give me a second. Yeah.
It's something.
I know it looks like a moon. It's not a moon.
can adjust your camera just a little bit. Yeah, other way. Go ahead. There you go. Yeah, you're okay. There you go. Keep under the tank. And what she's doing is called weeding. Why it's called weeding? Because it's like picking weeds. But basically, you take out the parts of the vinyl that you don't need, and you get left with the image that you want to transfer to your window, wall, vehicle, what have you, laptop, any smooth surface, basically.
And that's the image that was hidden in there.
You can show up.
I am, yeah. Give me just a second. Okay. Trying to clean up after myself.
Mhm.
Cool. So, simple vinyl sticker. It's one that I can weed really fast and show you. We do have a couple others that are complete already, but they're in the studio. One of them's, kind of long, and that one will take me a little bit of concentration and, making some strategical cuts. That's a word I was looking for.
And we'll grab the other camera probably the next time we'll stream from the studio. And we'll set up an icon and on the tripod. And...
Well, I've got the one camera in there on me.
Yeah.
But I need one basically on an arm on the other corner of the desk, so it gets the sewing machine and everything.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get your studio set up in the next couple of months as far as the cameras you need. Right now we've got the Nikon that you can use that you can place around until I get the other zoomable one that you can put in there, and you can get your glider when you're crocheting, your desk when you're sewing, and the mom's desk when she's sewing.
Well, not so much mom.
Well, her desk at least, but yeah.
She doesn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, we may put a down camera like we have for our tables just on her sewing machine, so you can see her hands in the sewing machine, but not her because she's
She's camera shy.
camera shy.
But okay, folks, I think that's pretty much it for tonight.
Are you gonna call it a night already?
Yeah, I told you it was going to be a short one. You don't really have much to do. We're basically just giving updates and kind of showing what we've been up to and kind of what we've gone through to get some of that stuff done. And explaining kind of why we're partially down. Thankfully I have a few of my GlowForge items already pre-made. So the stuff on my Etsy shop is still good. I don't have to take anything down. Because I've got plenty pre-made that I can ship out. I'm good there.
Unfortunately, I got the free credits, and maybe I'll pay for it or find something.
What did you find?
But anyhow, I guess we're gonna go bye-bye. And we'll see you guys in another couple of days.
Yeah, probably. We could always stream resetting up the GlowForge.
Yeah, we can do that either Saturday or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, not Sunday. I'm busy Sunday.
okay, maybe Monday, because I got 2 weeks to return the old one. It's supposed to be here Saturday, but it'll probably be here in the afternoon. I really don't want to do it at night. So, yeah, we'll try to do it Monday during the day.
Sunday is a standing date that I have with my mom. She comes over here. She teaches me more sewing techniques or crocheting techniques and stuff like that. It's like, yes, I've been crocheting for many, many years, but I just learned how to do a triple stitch, 4 days ago? I had the single, the half double, and the double down pat. I had no idea it was triple. So I'm still learning things. I really am, you know. Especially with the sewing machine. That is definitely a learning curve. You know, I'm used to sewing things by hand because that's what I learned at home.
But you got your mom to help you along, so.
She's having to learn a whole new system as well.
Oh, her sewing machine's different?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's used to a brother versus a singer. So she's having to learn a whole new system on that machine. Yeah. Hopefully she's enjoying it, though. I think she is.
So a sewing machine isn't a sewing machine, is a sewing machine, they're all different?
Yeah, they're all different.
Oh.
Well, I can't say they're all different. The brands are different. Brothers tend to keep most of theirs kind of similar. I can't say exactly the same, but similar. And the same with singers. They keep their stuff similar to their older stuff. So, you know, if you're a singer user, stick with a singer. If you're a brother user, stick with a brother. At least that's what I've gathered so far.
All right, we're dragging on. Okay.
We're rambling.
All right, folks. We'll see you probably Monday.
Yep, blessed be